Good evening to you. This is Man on the Radio page coming to you live on YouTube. Tonight was a big event, Bellator 249, with the first defense of the current 145 Women's Champion Chris Cyborg versus former title contender Arlene Angerfist Blanco. Now this was a major event for Cyborg and her defense of the title when she won it last year against the former champion Julia Jewel Budd. And like I said, I usually don't talk about fights unless I watch them. It was on CBS Sports Network, which is like I have cable, so I can just watch it. I don't have to worry about trying to buy streaming service. But like I said, the fight, it was Chris was coming to the ring singing her song, and I know she's kind of off key, but she's very into her music. And anyway, Blanco, was her second shot at the title, and faced Julia Budd about a couple years ago for the title and lost. And this was going to be her, I think they said her third 5 round championship fight in her career. Anyway, when the fight starts off, Chris just had a game plan. She throws some kicks and kind of took Arlene, stumbled a little bit. And then one point, she pushes against the cage. Arlene hits Chris hits Chris, and then Chris grabs her, and holds her up. And while she got her up the cage, Chris is hitting her with knees in the body, knees to the head. And at one point, Chris takes her down. And when she gets her down, they would like try to struggle for the try to get the mount. And Chris is throwing elbows and punches, and Arlene trying to keep her from getting mounted. But she did fully mount Arlene Blanco, and she's dropping elbows and fists. One point, Arlene kind of turns over, and she kind of try to get herself standing. But Chris is still on her back and hitting her. Well, eventually what happens is that the fight ends. So it's time for the second round. For the second round, Chris does the same thing. She throws her leg kicks. She throws attacks Arlene in the leg, then a couple of leg kicks to the head. And once again, Chris gets Arlene against the cage. And pretty much Chris is just throwing Hail Marys. She's just throwing some. Chris should be called Angry Fist. And at one point, she even just blows Arlene's nose with some strikes. I mean, she looked like she just didn't know what to do. And then Chris takes her down. So it's why she got it down. Chris gets the mount and just raining fists and elbows on Arlene. And Arlene kind of rolls over, and then next thing Chris just slaps on a chokehold and it was it. It was over. Arlene taps out. And this is made history. Chris made history. Her first MMA submission in a fight. Most of the time Chris wins by usually by human decisions or by KOs. But this is the first fight where she wins by submission with a rear naked choke. But and this was the first time that Arlene got stopped in her career. Most of her fights goes the distance. Especially her 2 fights with Julia Budd went the distance. And this was the first fight that she got stopped. And Arlene just looked so. I feel bad for her. Her face was just so bloody because her nose just exploded. And and I think this is just wasn't her fight to win. We all knew this. Chris is just a dominant fighter. She's just she's skilled. And the big question is, who's next for Chris? Chris says whoever they send her, she's ready. More likely, there's a good chance that Kat Zingano, if she ever gets the guts, stand up and take the fight with the Borg. There's Leslie Smith. She fought Cyborg back at UFC, and Leslie Smith's not afraid to take a fight. I mean, she's a tough fighter. But what's next for Arlene? Well, she's going back down the line because she lost. More likely, we probably won't see her for a while. Most definitely, she's probably gonna need some nose surgery. I don't know. I think how hard Chris hit her in the face. Her nose just exploded. Everybody seen the fight? Her nose just exploded. And I don't know. Arlene might need some time. She might have to go back to Australia, or she might have to go back to she trains with Holly Holmes, so she probably gonna go back to Albuquerque and maybe heal. But if I was her, maybe, like I said, UFC don't have no 145ers. I would, she's friends with Holly Holmes. If depending on how many fights left in her contract, she should reach out. But after this performance with against Cyborg, I don't think she'll get a job with the UFC. There's always Invicta, but there's no money in Invicta for women there. But like I said, Chris is still the champion. And like I said, I want to say I'm a big fan of Chris Cyborg. She's just a wonderful person inside and out. I love her her charitable nature, how much she does. I mean, for the fight game, and it's great to see her fight. But this is what we really want to see. We want to see her and Amanda Nunes go toe to toe. If Scott Coker and Dana White can get their heads out of their butts and realize just put away aside their rivalry and really put this like a cross promotion together. But sometimes this is about ego. Anyway, I'd like to congratulate the champion, Chris Justino Cyborg. It's your man All Rage, Shorts Page. Like, don't like, subscribe. I'm out.